Everyone is still alive for now. It's Frozen's turn to be flashed in. This time the short position. He'll stand his ground and Sunny will get taken up. More flashes, they're lining up for him. He will just keep delivering as well. Alu and Sergey remain. And now it's just Sergey with a Glock. He's got crap range, but they'll still invite the multi-peek rather than take the 1v1, even though they have superior range as USP. No guarantee of a kill. Rops will do the ting
Really,
all
what
along.
you can maybe do, and you can do it with the numbers, but Frozen's going close. He's going to make some money, James.
Chris J's got 1 HP.
Oh my god, this
Double run boost. Frozen should see them go over the top though. It's going to slow them down with the bullets as well, but he only gets 1 kill out of it, make it 2. And Karrigan will clean up the rest, so that's not too shabby after all.
It's not a great look. And Mousesports have gone for an incredibly passive setup here. They've got 1 player in Goose. They've got 1 around the A ramp. It's a very standard, standard 2-3 setup. Sunny will get a pick towards that A bomb site, it seems.
Karrigan may be running into trouble. He's about to go through long doors, and Sergey's about to meet him there. That kind of worked out to Karrigan's favor, I suppose, but he hasn't really got a great weapon to help his teammates with the MP9. Again, as you mentioned, their guns kind of suck for the most part. Karrigan bursting, doing what he can, being a nuisance. They are delaying. Frozen will finally go down. The CCs are closer, however, they really don't have position. The best guns are the only ones remaining at this point. Rops with an off angle on Sergey, but oh, we'll actually get something out of it. But will he be able to stay alive? Probably not. He has the scope of value, so this could become expensive for Ence. Hello? Again with the bursting from Robs. A lot of bursting today. Can't finish off X7. Maybe Chris J will be able to save the AWP. Ence will be on the scoreboard early.
It's kind of interesting because, you know, this is the exact issue that I was talking about in the previous round, where the weaponry, you're kind of in this, you're in this position where you don't really have a leg to stand on. You can't quite.
Will it be the gauntlet run from Ence? Sunny and Alu looking for that mid to B smoke. Or mid to B play. No smoke just yet. They got the lurk smoke though. There was some spam previously through that smoke. Not this time, a pop flash, but they do wonder. Here are the smokes on the outside. So it's a 5-on-4 situation. We've got Alu making his way towards the flank, expecting some success on the B bomb site, and there is some. Chris J forced out of the site. There's a flank from Alu. Got to be careful though. If they look behind him, they might see his shadow as he drops off. And I think that's the case. Woxic will be taken up, but Frozen is here to trade.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge value from Alu there, that 1-for-1. It does make things a little bit easier here. Sergey can't quite reach a gun, unfortunately, but he might be able to get something. They will go through the doors, and Sergey can't get anything. So everyone will be taken down eventually, and I was wondering if that would backfire on Mousesports playing as passively as they did, because Frozen could play around Goose. Now what he would want to do is go closer to the rail if he possibly can, towards elbow, exactly what he's doing right now. And always, they are looking for this, and there it is. There's the spray. You know this player's set up in that smoke. You've got to do some forward damage. You can't let them execute, and that's what he's trying to do. He's slowing them down. He's got the pick. Woxic also getting a pick. And this is not looking very smooth now for Ence. They need to find some pace back behind this push to get it going. That's a beautiful pick from Alu, finding the shoulder of Woxic at the perfect moment, and now they've got some legs to stand on. Alu's doing more work. Fantastic stuff from him.
Karrigan's been on long this entire time, starting to move towards the car. Cannot play off of him, though. Great burst from Karrigan. He's got all the information now. Rops has been spotted. The grenades are coming out. Aerial on the ramp, and Rops closes the distance. He's waiting for Aerial to swing around the side, it seems. Really patient there. He has a kit as well, Rops. Plenty of bullets. Just waiting for the repeat from Aerial. Aerial's not sure where he is just yet. There's another burst. Just bursts all day from Rops, and he makes it round number 5. An expensive round, but a round nonetheless. AWP will be rescued.
Some really weird decisions he could make, like maybe dropping to CT. Does he try to challenge smoke? Does he wait it out? Don't think he had time to do that, so could have got weird. We like it when things get weird, but we do have a double cat play and a double doors aggression to follow it up with, but it's backfired enormously. X7's been gifted an AWP. That is a huge problem for Mousesports. They've only got Rops on the B bomb site now. Woxic is playing from CT, but we do have utility here. We've got a couple smoke grenades, so if they go for that mid-B split, they can smoke Woxic off and maybe put him in a spot where he's committed beyond the smoke. Rob's feeling the pressure there, and Woxic smokes the double doors. That will allow him to freely cross to get his way to Rops, to help Rops out on this B site. But in doing so, now they've given up middle, and now the A-bomb site's weaker. That's the concession.
One smoke remaining for Ence. They could put the lurk smoke up in the short position and make a play towards A. You can see Frozen is he's in a goose position on the A-bomb side, so we'll look for this later on. He has one flash. We'll see if he goes for the palm tree flashbang. Could play off of Karrigan's engage, but Karrigan's got long and short to deal with. Spot some players starting to swing. Now Frozen is alone. Does he just wait for the peaks? So many players coming his way, but they're low on time, and he's big on bursting and spraying. 2 taken out. No time for the molly, though. Trying to stop the bomb plant from happening, but he'll be unable to do so. But he's made it winnable. 2 versus 3.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough. There's no retake utility in the hands of Woxic or Rob, so it's looking grim. It doesn't seem like they'll go for it at this point. Woxic maybe taking a passive spot to cover any aggression from mid or long house. But ultimately, it seems like it wasn't quite enough damage. They were too far away on the B-bomb site. Such is the nature of DUST2. The rotations are very punishing on this map on the CT side. And at least they keep hold of the guns. It will be awkward for Mousesports, given the fact that they just won the last 3 rounds, so they won't have any loss bonus. Frozen and Karrigan not gonna have
Ence in a long position. The car's been cleared out. Woxic starts to move away. No venture into the B halls themselves, though. Karrigan moving forward with a smoke grenade. Sonny will go beyond it. Karrigan popping out. I don't think Sonny saw him. No, he's gone deep. Just waiting, and now Karrigan is exposed. He'll go down for free. And at this point, I think it's time to save already for Mousesports. Hold on to what they have. Kevlar here and there, AWP and the M4, of course. Outmaneuvered, 9 players on the server, and at least Mousesports will agree to stay away.
Yeah, Ence made the perfect move. It's Mousesports are gambling that Ence would have kind of played their anti-eco, anti-half-by, anti-force by type round into B, which can be a really good option on DUST2 sometimes. But Ence had a spawn to get long control, they took it, and at that point, it's such a strong way to finish the rounds. You don't open yourself up to any variables. You're all able to play together, keep each other alive, have players playing anti-flash whilst teammates are pushing forward, taking grounds. About as good as one that wouldn't have a gap. And it ultimately denies the lurk smoke as well. And there's not really time for Ence to really wait it out. So they're going to go straight to B. The mid B smoke up. It's actually just 2 players here for Mousesports. This will be hard to stop, actually.
You say just, but it's Rops with Chris J to help as well. But he's completely blind and exposed. Rops by double stack. He can't see Sergey over the smoke. So this time Rops will forward. He's been such a pain in the side for Ence in this series so far, but this time he will be overwhelmed as well as Chris J. And again, it's another outmaneuver where the remainder of Mousesports have no choice but to save, just to fall back and accept that Ence have pulled another round out of the bag. And they will make it to 4.
I think we might start seeing some catwalk setups from Mousesports. They may open the round the same, where they try to take hold of long control, but then immediately the 2 players that rotate out to take catwalk control, because right now we've seen this pattern happening now in this T side events, whereby Mousesports play very passively, and Ence pretty much every time have picked just a B split, and there's never been a player in CT for Mousesports because we
might see some kind of aggression here. Chris J moving forward behind the smoke. If they're looking to set up behind this, then he's going to be ready. There's a flashbang, but he's got a long way to run. Almost 2 kills though. But both Chris J and Karrigan will fall, so the experiment hasn't really gone their way. Woxic in battle sniper mode, moving into position, but there's no pursuit of the A bomb site just yet. They're moving towards B.
Yeah, the ever-reliable B bomb site. Frozen would need a pretty significant round to deal with this, but he's actually opted to take control of the mid area outside the bomb site itself, if there were to be players coming from the double doors, but there's none. They've all gone through the tunnels, which is a pretty safe way to handle this. Keep everybody together. You don't need to split when it's a 4v2. And Mousesports once again committing to the save. This was kind of a weird round just because they didn't really have a full investment. And this is DUST2 CT side for you. It's just that it's just very difficult to get much going. The risks on this map as a CT are so punishing. If you try to push a position, your life as a CT is so valuable because the rotations can be crushing. You can just lose a round because you lose someone at a bad timing, because then you just get out of position and then the round's just over. We've actually seen that happen a few times already.
And the score was tied. Let's not forget, this is the last map of the series. We expected it to be a landslide for Mousesports.
Timing. Mousesports starting with that long defense
Oh
as best
my
they
God.
can. So many flashbangs, forward position for Karrigan and Frozen. They get deleted. A distant memory now. And maybe they just have to save again, James, because it's instantly lost 2 players towards long.
I would love to know how many flashbangs just got thrown there, because that was absolutely absurd. I don't remember hearing so many flashes go off in about 3 seconds. That was absolutely crazy. Well, Ence so quickly have taken long and look to do the same towards short now. Split the bomb site, leave nowhere for Mousesports to hide. No stone unturned and so on. So again, X7 will show some presence towards long. There goes the first player. Woxic still stands his ground looking for a second one. Doesn't quite make the connection though. That could have been something. But now they will have to concede position once again, although it seems he's tired of saving Woxic. He'll look to his left, taken out from his right. Mousesports maybe feeling the pressure now. All stuck on the low ground. I think that was a safe situation for them. But maybe that's frustration coming through.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was. This is the thing. I think yesterday I was talking about this. Like there are some players that just you need to give them action. They have to take action for them to like get into that kind of flow state. And the more cold they get, the more cold that they will be. Like they need action to warm up. And right now, Mousesports for the last the last 5 rounds, they've just been in a situation where they lose 2 players and then the round's over because they can't even contest it because the rotations are too punishing on this map. It's extremely frustrating.
I think the AWP could have taken the shot on Chris J when he jumped over and maybe chose not to because the information might be more valuable to once again outmaneuver. And I think this might be the play because look at him go towards the B bomb site now. Alu is showing presence on short in the meantime and Sergey's in T spawn. So the trigger discipline was something, but Robs is delivering the kills. Look at the time on the clock. There's 15 seconds to go. X7's got to get this kill, but he doesn't. Robs alone on the B bomb site may have won the round for his team. Absolutely ridiculous. Again, the trigger discipline to not try and tag Chris J, to go for more of a round-winning play. That's essentially, it's almost a 5 versus 1 on the B bomb site, but Robs by the
trying
car.
to defend it. Or we see a Noah stack here. Again, they're trying to have impact. That's a fantastic pick, but there's a lot of risk to it. It does pay off this time for Mousesports. Seems like they're starting to get some advantages. And Ence might actually, what are they going for here? They're committing into the A site. They can still go back for a mid-B split. They still have the nades to do it. They have a 4 versus 4. They've got 30 seconds. It's enough time. Might have to commit now, though. Woxic doing damage towards long. Oh, man, he's completely owned it towards that long position. He'll get a plant towards short. Now it's on Alu and Aerial.
Alu on fire, falling to the low ground, alive for now, but he'll fall back into the flames. Just didn't have enough position, didn't have long, didn't have short, didn't have a lot of hope. And Mousesports, he swing with a flashbang. I think he realizes the player is behind blue. Frozen's grenades could be a bait, but Karrigan now will concede his position as a pop flash as well. Frozen will hold down the position. Smoked by the long doors, sorry. And this might actually just work out for the CTs, at least in that long area. But Sunny and X7 have intentions towards A. I don't know if they know Woxic is on the site as well. Alert smoke is up. Molotov towards the ramp. But there's one from the CTs. They could make their way through. Is it a spawn drop? It seems like it might be. Woxic's got to be careful. He has some cover from Karrigan. If Karrigan has the right angle, indeed he does. Great teamwork from Mousesports so far. Aerial making his way out towards long. And there's a push on shot at the same time and another cat drop. And this time the bomb is in CT spawn and Alu's alone now. And a 1 versus 4. Mousesports looking very likely for 8. Only 1 frag in that round for Ence. Again, they still have
outclassed in every rotation. Ence now starting to struggle, see if they can pull together this last round. And a long take's been reliable for them so far, and it looks like it might be again. 2 kills for 1 is a fantastic result. Make that 3 for 1 as they've completely wiped out the A side of the map. It's a fast rotation through CT for Chris J, but he's got a lot of work on his hands. He's got a Krieg, but he's going to have to flash for himself, and there it is. Flash through the smoke, and oh my god, Chris J's found 2 somehow. Maybe because it's Rops left, there's a chance.
Yeah, his bursting has been outstanding. He's got a kit, he's got a flash, he's got an incendiary. X7 by the car, rotating, and Robs is the off angle, just about by the barrel, beyond the barrel. A smoke to create some space. Bomb being planted for shot. What does Alu choose to do? He has the AWP. It seems he will go deep. Rob's trying to figure out what's going on. He's got the AK at the very least. Lots of jiggling. Has no idea where Alu is.
He's got a molly, James.
Yeah, Alu's actually given him the angle. Alu's allowed him to make his way towards the site. And indeed, Alu, he's got the health. But this is a problem. He's going to walk straight into it, straight in the face.
Might the range of those USPs, but there is a P250 there indeed. We love to see those. And oh, lots of headshots being connected there onto poor Ali on the bomb site. But there is reinforcements. 3 Ence players stepping up towards the A site to deliver some form of a defense, and it's looking pretty damn good. Oh my! It's not when you find yourself with a Glock and you're around pit and you have the CTs firing at you with the USPs from the site. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't really feel like you have a chance. However, the situation's reset, and maybe it's all on Chris J with this kind of bait setup. They may not expect him to be here in this position. Sergey, though, does spot for it, and he's going to take down Chris J, leaving it up to Woxic, because Woxic just try to commit to the fight. It looks like he's trying to. He knows he has to make it 1v1s, and he's somewhat able to do that, but 10 bullets left in the gun at this point without a reload. Well, time to go for a reload. It's getting scary now for Woxic. He finds a headshot, looking for the next player, and he can't do it in time.
Including Woxic, who is inviting a peek. He dares them. He challenges them to look for that information. He's got the flicks ready.
All the flicks. Very quiet. There is a wait to burst. More flashbangs going out. Sonny looking confident here. Takes the frag. Falls back. It's not bad, is it? Actually, I say falls back, he's going to go back for more. Changed his mind, and it is beautiful. Robs with some nice damage from the deagle, though. He's actually created an opening. Frozen as well, catching the rotation from Aerial. And now Woxic is looking in with the scout towards that B side. Robs is a distant memory, but he's done the damage. This is still very winnable with just an MP9 and a FAMAS. Sonny's weak, he's susceptible to that deagle or that scout.
Yeah, but they've got to get to the bomb site. They're in mid with 20 seconds on the clock. They need to get running. They're going to have that gauntlet play. Although Sergey's in a pretty awkward angle. Now, does he want to expose himself? Look at the HE grenade. Oh, that is perfect. Frozen, though, he's in the red. He's going to collect both of them. He makes it.
Star players. See Ali making his way quickly to the tunnels. He's looking to make that AWP money, and he certainly will. He's got 2 kills to the MP9. The SMG bonus is delicious. It's so satisfying getting kills to the MP9. Can't get it all, though. X7 will get some of the cash, too.
Frozen fishing for something, anything. Saw the gun being drawn. I remember when those new animations were made. Got to be careful with where you stand now. Some of those weapons swing around the side, as you saw there with the AWP. But anyway, we've got Aerial. He's got out a French gun, and X7's on the MP9. Frozen's just thrown the mid to B smoke from outside long doors, I do believe. There we go. It's landed. Alu's blind, has no idea what's going on. This has got to be really confusing for Ence, but again, it is a trap. It's a fake. Frozen is going to be heading towards long doors while the push comes in towards short.
Yeah, Crochet's already found his way towards the bomb boxes. This is looking sketchy here for Aerial. Flash is coming over the top here, and he'll get some space to go for the peak. Can't find a fast frag, though. Or eventually, Rops will go for that swing, and Aerial will succeed. Holding it down towards the safe site. Mousesports in desperation mode at this point. They need to get control of the site somehow. Alu, though, low in the low ground with the AWP. It is awkward. He's got players on both sides, and he's now the only man standing. Mousesports have done enough.
Sonny taken out on the B bomb site, and that's the round over, surely. Sergey's making his way forward, but how do you enter the B bomb site with a HE grenade? They need to be given something. Aerial's rotating towards T-spawn. Rops has made his way out of the B holes, looking for that rotation already. He's holding off angle as well. He's spotted him. He's not scoped in, though, doing it the hard way, and he won't do it. This is going to encourage the push, but I still think it's going to be hard for Ence. There's no grenades whatsoever, although Aerial's found himself a smoke grenade, but that won't be too useful right now. He's coming in from those B halls, and he will win his duel as well. The hits keep on coming.
This is going to be a tough hold now. Woxic from the box position. The car position is going to have to do some damage. He gets one eventually. Christian cannot hold though, and Woxic is an AWP. There's only so much you can do.
Again, this is pre-recent patch, so it's not what it might be in the future. No time for the teams to investigate these things, so it's not live in this tournament. A deep HE through the halls onto Woxic. There's going to be a burst here from Mousesports. This has to succeed. They've got no money left if it doesn't. Sunny will open the proceedings for Ence. He's got some support here as well. Woxic looking over the smoke. That's a great snap on Sergey. Sunny's still here. Are there any flashes for him? X7 taken out in the meantime. Karrigan going towards B halls. Now the bomb is fallen, and Sunny is going to do a Rops impression, trying to do what he can, but Woxic is still here. 2 versus 2. Alu and Aerial coming in from CT spawn, and Aerial's going up towards the halls.
So we'll have a possibility for a split, and there's an extra flash on Alu. He can get flashes into the great positions here, but I mean, he won't. Aerial's trying to find a timing there, but it doesn't work out. Oh, that seemed very rash there, James. Aerial felt like he had a timing, but Alu still had a flashbang he could have tossed over, which could have been used to great effect. But now Alu has to do it alone, 1 versus 2 with the AWP. It's not going to be easy. Instant headshot from
decimated. Got a lot of pistols purchased. Sunny with the UMP, and he will start the proceedings with a frag in the tunnel. In the meantime, Aerial is alone on long with a P250 only. It's going to pay. Oh no, it won't pay for itself. It's a team kill instead, but they will take position. They got to go fast. But this could be really ruinous now for Mousesports. Frozen and Karrigan are pretty low. There's a man advantage for Ence. They're swarming towards the A bomb site. Alu has a high ground advantage on short. We've got grenades as well. This is surely going to end in disaster. X7 with 5-7 through the smoke. Now Woxic in a 1 versus 3. He doesn't have the bomb. They can make him just go to the point of no return and play the numbers game. He has 1 minute on the clock. He mollies himself into long. Just when you thought it was safe to tie the score. And somehow have 3 men in B halls, get a kill with a UMP, make it back towards the A bomb site. X7 maybe playing just running on fumes. That second kill through the smoke with a 5-7.
He was trying to bait a push from someone in the longhouse there when he was like jumping around. Oh, he actually legs up. Kind of accounts for both of those things. The 3 players towards B, they have tabs on a fast cap play, and they're able to shut it down with the players on the A side who can rotate, which is what's happening now. Drop, that's beautiful. Very smart stuff there from Karrigan, dropping down into CT spawn. Will punish Alu in CT spawn. The bomb might, yeah, it looks like it's going to go down here. This is looking a little bit troublesome for Ence.
Sergey feels really nervous right now, really low on bullets in his gun, which is why the pistol is out, and down he goes. Now it's the UMP to fight with. It's working out for the time being. Karrigan with the AWP has another chance. There's a flick, there's a headshot. Frozen 1 versus 2 with a deagle. It might be about damage. There will be no more in that respect. The bomb plant is very much needed for Mousesports.
It looks like they're going for the fast cat timing. Karrigan straight up into the cat position. They're going to try to pinch onto his A site extremely quickly. Karrigan dropping into CT. That's actually very ill-advised. He's going to go down straight away, and long is held onto by Ence. Suddenly, this is looking really good for Ence.
Those fast plays from Mousesports. They had the fake mid to B previously. Now something a little different, but the success isn't quite there. X7 will spot Chris J, manages to avoid the Krieg, some jumping harassment as well. He's seen 3 of the players, but do Mousesports even have enough personnel to really deal with all this information? Robs is coming through to help, but he's going to get taken out. Chris J will take out Sergey. Now it's a 3 versus 2. X7 in that long position. Alu's just being patient by short, and now it's just Chris J. Alu starting to move forward, as is Chris J. Spots Sunny. He just goes for the brazen jump peek to get the information. Chris J going for a fake plant, and he punishes Sunny for another jump. The pre-fire towards short. He's not quite sure where Alu is just yet. Alu with the AWP. Has he even fired a shot in this round? Bomb plant's coming through eventually. Alu on the pistol. Has he been hurt? He has now by Chris J. Switches out for another weapon. More jumping, harassment. And now Alu's low, and Chris J will finish off the job. Yeah, I mean, he was like 40 HP or something, but I don't know. Anyway, Ence are broke now. They are broke as pocus. CZ75 for Aerial, and the bedlam begins again. The trades are going to pick up some rifles. There's no one to defend these positions, but Woxic will thin the numbers at the very least. Alu's found a Krieg, though, and that could be real bad news. Aerial falls back towards CT spawn. Maybe he goes to pick up a weapon. Could switch positions with Alu, who's got the Krieg, and it seems that's going to happen. The smoke is still up, and that will allow Aerial to try and sneak and pick up something. Double Kriegs for the CTs. Alu is close. Does he make a play through the smoke?
Ooh, this is so difficult, isn't it? You can't redo it without a flash. There's kind of too many players alive to kind of gamble it. Aerial's picked up a Krieg now as well, and he's got presence from Catwalk. So this is what it's all about now. Aerial's creating some distraction. Then Alu can get in there, and he's going to go for it, but he will go down. It's up to Aerial now against 2 more players. He has managed to trade out Carrigan, but there's more to go. And Woxic's got an AWP, and he's got that. Oh, that's not a good plan for Woxic. Oh, this is going to get awkward, but there's no kit for Aerial either. Aerial will have to commit for the fight, perhaps. He's going to pressure the bomb, and that's going to force Woxic very close. Aerial's going to have to chase him down, and he's done it!
Using the numbers wisely. They're putting themselves in positions to take these advantages. To take these Kriegs away. They're forcing the teams forward with the Molotov, and it seems like there's yet more disaster, or is there? Chris J in a very bad situation. Somehow gets 2.
That looks really bad. Mousesports were going for a delayed long take, and they got really unlucky because Ence decided to go for deep mollies, which isolated 2 players, which forced them out the doors where Aerial was ready. But somehow, Chris J still got the kills in a very unfavorable spot. That's extremely unlikely, but that's a gift for sure, and they can try to work from this. Sunny with the peek towards long to see what's going on. Doesn't see too much, but of course we can see that there's 4 players there, and they are coming whether Sunny likes it or not. Will there be a flash for him? That would be really nice. Oh, it goes for it. Oh, they're lining up. And the M4's going to do extreme amounts of damage there. 1 kill. Good follow-up damage as well to the remaining players on the Mousesports side as they try to make their way across to the bomb site, where now Sunny has a boost to spot for this. Quick molly towards the bomb site.
What?
And I don't know what's going on, James.
The bomb almost went through the smoke, but they've come off the boost at the very least. There's a gap in the smoke, and that might be a saving grace, or maybe not. Another round in the bag for Ence. It's match point.
It's a bunch of CZs, Deagles. They got full utility, so I can only imagine it's a catwalk. It's going to be a catwalk set piece, but
Alu's playing like it's a pistol round. What's he doing through the doors?
That's beautiful.
Robson Woxic towards B. Frozen and Carrigan. It looks like Frozen's lining up the mid to B smoke from long again. So there's the windows up to the top left, which you can see on Carrigan's point of view. That's where you line up the smoke. I'm not sure what Carrigan is up to. Seems he has some intentions towards long as well. Oh no, something else instead. The wall of smokes towards long to isolate a CT. But it's a fake. Looking to have Ence go deeper towards long, and that's exactly what's happening. X7's going to support his teammate around the smoke, and in the meantime, it's going to be the mid to B push. Alu's by the window, trying to avoid the flashbangs. He will. There's the bomb. That's the information. Can't get the flick, though.
And a great shot from Rob to deal with the orb, and that will allow him to progress forwards, but Sergey's there.